Alright, we're going to learn about law of signs. And we're not talking about stop signs and stuff like that. Oh, Coach Stoney. Bad joke. Yes, I know. But I never think of law, I always think of like the Planet of the Apes, the giver of the laws. Not like that. These are more like guideline type things. But first thing we need to know is what an oblique triangle is. Haven't really worked with oblique triangles. And what are oblique triangles? Well, they're triangles that have no right angles. We've been dealing in trig with right triangles. Now we're going to deal with some that have no right angles. What? That's right, no right angles. Ooh, that's going to make the work a little difficult, isn't it? Well, not very difficult, just a little bit different. So first off, is that an oblique triangle? Because it has no right angles. And we label things like such. If this is angle A, this would be side A, the one opposite. Angle C, side C opposite. Angle B, side B opposite. The capital letters are the angles, the little letters are the sides. It's going to be important for labeling. So, how to solve an oblique triangle. So here we go. To solve an oblique triangle, you need to know at least one side and the measure of at least two other parts. You have to have one side and two other pieces of information. Doesn't matter. So that means we got to know three things. Either two angles in one side, or two sides, two angles, or one side and one angle along with one other side. So basically that's really three sides, or one side and two angles, or two sides and one angle. And then we can solve for an oblique triangle. Okay? And the law of signs, or different cases, we can break this down into the four following cases. We have two angles any side, which we call angle, angle, side, or ASA, angle, side, angle. Or we have two sides and an angle opposite one of them. Now notice I called it SSA for very obvious reasons. Two sides and an angle opposite them. Didn't write it the other way on purpose. Or you could have three sides. The side, side, side theorem. Remember all that stuff from your geometry? Or you could have two sides and their included angle, like side, angle, side. Alright? Now the law of signs deals with just the first two. If you have an angle, angle, side, or angle, side, angle, but basically you're going to have an angle with a side opposite it. In these two first situations, you have an angle with sides opposite it. That is not the case in sides 3 or 4, which is when we learn to deal with law of cosines. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. But we're going to be dealing with just the first two with this particular lesson, law of signs. All right? So, first off, don't forget, if triangle ABC, the triangle sides ABC, then these are oblique triangles. This one's more like an acute one, and this one's more like an obtuse one, but they are both oblique. That's what we're going to be dealing with law of signs, is how to find all the signs for that. That's what law of signs is. And the law of signs is really this. It says this. If I take side A and divide it by the sine of A, it's equal to side B divided by the sine of B, which is also equal to side C divided by the sine of C. The proportions are the same. That's the law of signs. Or the reciprocals work too. If I took the sine of A over little a, or the sine of B over little b, or the sine of C over little c, I would get the same thing. That's all of law of signs is. Wow, so we're going to use that information to solve. That's why you have to have a side and a angle opposite it, because you have to have one of these, and then you could have one other piece of information and you could find all the other sides. That's what the law of signs is.